Life is just a movie. Enjoy it. But when we think of it, it's easier said than done. Because when we experience this world as the ego, as the person, we get totally immersed with the experience. Everything that happens to us, it gets absorbed through this apparatus that we have, our body and the senses. And what happens as a result is that our ego gets identified with the experience, becomes a part of us, gets imprinted on us. And to be honest, it really isn't our fault in the sense that nature designed this body and this mind in a way to have this experience so real to the extent that we get so deeply invested in this world. Whatever we experience, whether it's good or bad, that experience becomes our reality. We consider the events in this world or things around us, our life itself, to be our real self. The person that this world has imprinted on us, that to be our reality. It is not something happening to us. It is happening for us. It is an experience created for us to know ourselves, not to get lost in it. And it's really hard to realize this import unless we realize that real nature of ours, our real self, the underlying reality of it all. Because personally, I didn't get this thing until I had my first experience. And even after my first experience of awakening, it wasn't easy. It wasn't a switch that just turned off and turned on that I somehow knew, okay, this was just a show put on for me. It's something that is revealed, but then the mind has to do the work to come back to the real nature that we are, reside in it, and then kind of solidify this realization over time. This truth becomes reality to us only when we keep identifying ourselves in our true nature. When I'm referring to ourselves, when I'm referring to the person, because the person will continue to exist even after the awakening experience. It won't disappear. But for that person, the work is to keep coming back to what it has realized, its real nature as pure awareness, pure being. And through that realization alone, it is possible to see through this world. That how it is just a show, it is just a movie that is being played each moment for us. Because if it was just a 2D film, like a movie playing on a screen, or like a video game on a screen being played, we wouldn't have been invested in it so much. Like we would see through it so easily. We experience everything that is good or bad in the movie without any attachment to it. We know it's a movie, so it's not something hard to grasp, keep a hold on. But since this reality that we experience through our senses, through this body, this apparatus of the body, nature is providing the most vivid experience, the most real it can be, the highest level of experience that can be created ever. Because God doesn't do anything less. So, this apparatus that we have, this mind, it gets lost in the experience, considering it to be the only reality, considering it to be ever real. But if we even notice each moment from moment to moment, we know the moment that we just experienced is gone, and then the next, and the next. Where is it? It's, it's so transitory and so momentary. There's nothing real in every moment. The only reality there is you, the experiencer, the true self, hiding in the clothes of an ego, the person. And that is why this realization is so important for us to pursue, at least, because this world is a world of suffering at the end. Even if we experience good things, they too come to an end. And to ride through, to pass through those events, whether they're good or bad, this realization, knowing that we are not part of it, helps us make through it, get through it. Because even if we are suffering at the moment, whether it's a suffering of the body or mental suffering or suffering of any kind, it's usually one of those or a blend of both. There's no way, being in this world, we can come to this realization that this world is a movie. Never. Unless we realize our real nature. Being part of this reality, experiencing every moment, it's impossible to ever come to this realization that this world is an appearance. It's something happening for us rather than something happening to us. It is not possible. And this is the only way to get to that realization and end our suffering, that we realize our true nature. That is the only salvation. That is the heaven on this earth, or the kingdom of heaven that even Jesus promised, or various saints over the ages have talked about. To realizing that real self is our salvation. Knowing it conceptually really doesn't help us, because even before my experience, I was aware of the concepts, aware of the knowledge that is all out there, available to all of us. But conceptual knowledge doesn't give us anything. It doesn't free us until we experience our real nature, as the experience, as like similarly as we are experiencing this world right now through our senses. When we experience that real nature in the mind's eye, is when we are truly free. Hope you gained something valuable from today's video. Let me know what you think of this world. If it feels like a movie or it's real for you. Let me know in the comments below. Thanks for being with me today, and I'll see you on the next one.